Hey guys, TGKS Productions. In this GTA Online video, we're going to be talking about daily objectives. Now, ever since Rockstar did the event, or the first event, I should say, back in April, where you could earn $1 million off of completing, or after completing 10 daily objectives, I actually decided to keep up with daily objectives past that event. So what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be looking at how much you can actually earn from daily objectives if you were to complete these for a long period of time, pretty much a week period, a month period, as well as an entire year. So before we get into the main part of this video, just to give you a little bit of background on daily objectives were first added into GTA Online with the original Heist update, which released on March 10th, 2015. This update first introduced daily objectives into GTA Online. Now, with the addition of the Diamond Casino and Resort update, which released last year on July 24th, 2019, Rockstar actually made three changes to the daily objectives in online. The first change is they made every player's first objective the same. Now, I'm not sure if this varies for from platform to platform. I don't know if, for example, PS4 players, their first daily objective is the same as all Xbox players' first daily objective, but I know at least on the same platform, the first daily objective that you have in your menu or in the interaction menu, that is the same for at least every other player on the same platform as you. The second change Rockstar made to daily objectives is they actually removed a number of daily objectives as well as added a number of daily objectives. For example, I know one daily objective or a number of daily objectives that they actually removed were capture mode daily objectives. That was definitely probably one of the least favorite daily objectives and probably the most frustrating one, especially to get players to try to join and complete this objective. So this, I know, for example, was among the ones that were removed. If you want a little bit more information on ones that were removed and added, if you actually just look up GT or search up GT Online objectives, go in the GTA on my wiki page, I actually have a pretty in-depth list of a number of daily objectives that were added and removed, but the capture modes were definitely among the ones that were removed. Now, ones that were added included ones that were actually related to the Diamond Casino Resort update, such as ones like getting a drink at the bar, relaxing in the hot tub, spinning the lucky wheel, or even as simple as visiting the Diamond Casino and Resort. And pretty much updates that were released before the Diamond Casino Resort update could also include activities related to the daily objectives. For example, with the Doomsday Heist update, occasionally you could have a daily objective that requires you to complete a Doomsday Heist prep or setup mission, or even a Doomsday Heist final, and there's even arena war modes that will require you to sometimes, or will be a daily objective. So pretty much updates from the Diamond Casino Resort update and past that, or before the Diamond Casino Resort update can include activities that are related to the daily objectives. The third change Rockstar made to these daily objectives, and what's pretty much going to be the center and focus of this video, is they increase the amount of cash and RP earned for completing daily objectives. Pretty much for completing all 3 daily objectives, all weekly objectives, as well as all monthly objectives. The amount of cash and RP earned for completing those bonuses were all increased. Now, before we get into what you'd be earning for completing all daily objectives for a week, month, and year, I just want to review sort of the bonuses you receive for completing all 3 daily objectives, all weekly objectives, and all monthly objectives. And we're going to be looking at what you would earn, or what you did earn before Rockstar made the increases with the Diamond Casino Resort update, and what you currently earn, as well as the difference. So just to sort of explain this chart to avoid any confusion, obviously the before side is what you earned before the changes. The current side on the very right of the chart is what you earn currently, and then the middle is the difference between the two, or you could almost say the increase from what you had before and what you now earn currently. So with the daily objectives you look at beforehand, for completing all 3 daily objectives, you earn $25,000 cash, as well as 3,000 RP. If we look at current, for completing all 3 daily objectives, you're earning $30,000 cash and 5,000 RP. Therefore, the difference there, or the increase, is $5,000 cash and 2,000 RP. If we go back to the before side, we look at all weekly objectives. You're earning or for completing all weekly objectives, you're earning $1,000 cash, as well as 15,000 RP. And if we go to the current side, you're earning $150,000 cash and 20,000 RP for completing all weekly objectives. Therefore, the difference there, or the increase, is $50,000 cash, 5,000 RP. And for completing all monthly objectives before, you're earning $500,000 cash, 50,000 RP. And for completing all monthly objectives currently, it's $750,000 as well as 50,000 RP. Therefore, the difference there, or the increase, is $250,000 cash. And actually, the RP, there's no difference or no increase there for completing all monthly objectives. So now on to what you earn for a week of completing all daily objectives. So same layout or format as before with the chart we just showed previously. If you look here at the before side with daily objectives, for 6 days out of the 7 weeks, you were earning $25,000 cash, as well as 3,000 XP, or 3,000 XP for 6 days out of the week. And then that 7th day is where you get the weekly objective bonus, which is where you're earning $100,000 cash, as well as 15,000 XP. And that gives us a total for the before side of completing all daily objectives for a week of $250,000 cash and 33,000 RP. If you look at the current side of completing all daily objectives for a week, for 6 days out of the week, you're earning $30,000 cash, as well as 5,000 RP. And then again, that 7th and final day of the week is where you're getting the weekly objective bonus. So you're going to be earning $150,000, as well as 20,000 RP that day, which brings you to a total of 330,000 and 50,000 RP for completing all daily objectives, and that is currently what you would earn. If we compare the before and current earnings for an entire week, the difference, or the increase, is $80,000 cash, as well as 17,000 RP. Now on to what you'd be earning for completing all daily objectives for an entire month. So if you look at the before side of the chart here, you could be earning the daily objectives bonus, or for completing all 3 daily objectives in a day, 24 times out of the month. Therefore, you're going to be getting $25,000 24 times and 3,000 RP 24 times out of the month. You're going to be receiving the weekly objectives bonus 3 times out of the month. It's going to be that 7th and final day for 3 of those weeks. Therefore, you're going to be getting $100,000 3 times, as well as 15,000 RP 3 times. Then you're going to be receiving the monthly objectives bonus on the 28th and final day, or the 4th week, or the 7th day of the final week. You're going to be receiving $500,000 as well as 50,000 RP. And this chart didn't have enough room to put the total, but the total would actually be for an entire month, or 28 days. For cash, $1,400,000, and for RP, 167,000 RP. And that is the totals you're receiving for an entire month before the increases. Now, if you look at what you'd be earning currently for completing all daily objectives for an entire month, or 28 days, you're going to be receiving the daily objectives reward, or bonus, which is completing all 3 daily objectives for a day 24 times out of the month. Therefore, you're going to be receiving $30,000 24 times out of the month, as well as 5,000 RP 24 times out of the month. You're going to be receiving the weekly objectives reward for that 7th and final day for 3 of the weeks out of the month. Therefore, you're going to be receiving $150,000 3 times, as well as 20,000 RP 3 times out of the month. Then again, that monthly objectives is saved for that 28th and final day of this daily objective streak, or out of the month. Therefore, you're going to be earning $750,000 and 50,000 RP for completing all monthly objectives. That's a bonus on that final day. And again, I couldn't fit the totals in, but the totals you'd be receiving for completing daily objectives for an entire month, or 28 days, and again, this is currently, would be $1,920,000, as well as 230,000 RP. And then finally, if we look at the difference, or the increase between before and current for completing all monthly objectives, the difference, or increase, is $520,000 cash, as well as 63,000 RP. Now, the final chart we're going to be looking at here is what you'd be earning from daily objectives for completing them for an entire year. And again, we're going to be looking at before and current. So if we look at the before side here, that's what we're looking at first. To keep the calculations a lot more simpler, essentially what I did here, and sort of to explain the math that's going on here, is with the last chart, or what I did here, is I multiplied the totals that we got for completing daily objectives for an entire month by 12, because again, there's 12 months out of a year. So I took 1,400,000 times 12, which again is the total that you're getting for a month. So multiplying that by 12 for 12 months out of the year, then 167,000 RP times 12. That pretty much gives us a total of $16,800,000, as well as 2,004,000 RP, and that's what you would have been receiving for completing daily objectives for an entire year before the increases. Now, if we look at the current side here, for completing all daily objectives now for a month, the total amount of cash is 1,920,000 cash, as well as 230,000 RP. Therefore, we're just multiplying both of those numbers by 12, and that gives us a total of $23,040,000, as well as 2,760,000 RP, and that is currently what you would receive for completing all daily objectives for an entire year. And lastly, as we did with the previous charts, the difference or the increase between what you'd be earning before and currently for completing daily objectives for an entire year is $6,240,000, as well as 756,000 RP. Now, the last thing that I want to cover in this video is whether daily objectives are worth doing for the long run or really just in general. So first off, if we consider how much you're making in a year, since that's really the largest amount that we came up with, it's quite significant. There's a lot of money that can be made. But one thing that you must also take into consideration is when you miss a day, you're not just losing or missing out on the $30,000 or the 5,000 RP that day. You're also setting your weekly objectives bonus back as well as your monthly objectives bonus back. So when you miss a day, you could end up losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, even in the millions, as well as thousands of RP. And the reason why I bring that up is because the chance of you keeping a streak, a daily objective streak in GT Online for an entire year is probably pretty slim. The likelihood of that happening is very low. So that's sort of why I'm bringing that point up. Something else in this video that I just want to do in order to get an idea of the worth of daily objectives in GTA Online is I actually want to compare them to daily challenges in Red Dead Online. And daily challenges in Red Dead Online pretty much take the place of daily objectives in GTA Online. And the reason why I'm making this comparison is because obviously Rockstar created both online worlds or both games. So I want to sort of get an idea of these two different types of daily objectives or daily challenges they have in both games, and sort of see which one is better. So to be honest with you, daily challenges in Red Dead Online are definitely much better, and there's two main reasons for that. First is it's much easier to keep a streak in Red Dead Online. In fact, you actually only have to do one daily challenge in Red Dead Online in order to keep a streak, and you have many more daily challenges to choose from. In fact, there are 7 general daily challenges that everyone, no matter where you're at in Red Dead Online, has to choose from in order to, keep a streak. And then there's also up to 12 role-related daily challenges. And depending on what roles you're invested in and how progressed you are through those roles, you can complete some of those. But again, you only have to complete one daily challenge in order to keep that streak. And more than not, you have one to a few daily challenges each day that'll take you under 5 minutes to do. Therefore, you're keeping your streak in under 5 minutes each day. Whereas in GTA Online, you have to do all 3 daily objectives in order to keep that streak, which makes it much more frustrating. On top of that, the second main reason why I argue the daily challenges in Red Dead Online are a lot better is they are much more lucrative. In Red Dead Online, daily challenges earn you gold, and in fact, over the course of 28 days, the amount of gold that you earn for each daily challenge, as well as for completing all general daily challenges, since there's a bonus for that, the amount of gold that you earn actually goes up over the course of those 28 days. And if you keep a streak past 28 days, it'll actually stay at that highest multiplier. So always be earning gold at that highest multiplier as long as you maintain that streak. And that's definitely very important because at this point, Red Dead Online, earning gold is not easy to do. In fact, at this point, daily challenges are really the best, most consistent way to earn gold in Red Dead Online. However, if we compare that to the earnings of GTA, where you're earning, you also earn XP from the daily challenges of Red Dead Online too, but if we compare that to what you earn with GTA Online daily objectives, which is cash and RP, there are plenty of other ways to earn much more cash and much more RP without daily objectives. There are plenty of other ways to earn cash and RP in GTA Online. So given that, and given sort of all of those two main ideas there, I would say that sort of the final verdict is I wouldn't make daily objectives your main priority. I would not prioritize them as your main source of income or your source of RP. If you have some extra time to do them, by all means go ahead. There's actually some daily challenges that'll push you to earn more cash in GTA Online, such as like business related ones, like selling, you know, uh, MC product or goods from your nightclub or special cargo or doing even VIP work. But again, don't rely on that streak in order to earn you your main source of income. That's sort of my final verdict there regarding daily objectives. Now, there are 3 awards that are related to completing daily objectives, and the first of which is actually the Daily Duty Award. And essentially, I believe you just have to complete 100 daily objectives overall without really having to maintain a streak. So you don't have to really worry about a streak there, but I believe it's 100 daily objectives you have to complete, although it's been years since I've completed these. I completed these back in 2015 when they were first added in GTA Online. The second daily objective award is actually the goal-oriented one, and that one requires you to maintain or complete all daily objectives for an entire week. And then the last one is actually it's named the overachiever one, and that is completing all daily objectives for an entire month. So the last 2 awards are related to keeping a streak, so it is kind of cool. You can earn some XP from completing these, and it may give you more of an incentive to maintain a streak. But once again, I don't believe this changes the fact that you should be looking at daily objectives for your main source of income, or even RP in GTA Online. In any case, guys, that's pretty much everything I have for you for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it very beneficial and interesting. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. And as always, have a great day.